going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. All right, now today we're taking a look at a brand new pair of Air Jordan 4s that takes a similar theme and applies it to an OG style shoe. The question of the day is, how come nobody connected with it for real? Let's take a look. All right, guys, starting off with the box. Regular Jordan 4 box here. Nothing really special going on with the box for real. I'm not gonna lie, the labels feel like they're a little cheaper these days now that they changed the labels up to these QR codes. Maybe it's just me, but I wish kind of we would go back to the old labels from back in the day. But in any event, regular Jordan 4 box, nothing really special about it. Really think that Jordan Brand probably could have done something a little different with this box, especially since this is an Air Jordan 4 Retro SE. If you guys don't know, that SE stands for Special Edition. So if this is gonna be a special edition, kind of limited quantity, whatever you want to call it, Jordan 4, why didn't we get a box that was a little more special? Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 4. What the? All right, guys, a little bit of backstory about this sneaker. If you did not know, 2019 marks the 30-year anniversary of the debut of the Air Jordan 4. Jordan Brand decided to celebrate by taking 4 OG colorways and combining them into one special pair of shoes. Now, when these shoes first debuted, a lot of people were kind of met with some mixed reactions and mixed reviews, and the crazy part about it is that they actually kept that energy. You guys actually kept that same energy for a change. A lot of times we see people talk bad about a shoe and you guys change your opinion later on. But with this shoe, that didn't happen. A lot of you guys didn't like it at the beginning and you guys did not buy it when they came out. Let's take a deeper look at the shoe because personally, I like them. All right, now starting with the upper of the shoe, the first thing that we need to talk about, like I mentioned before, is that this sneaker actually encompasses 4 different colorways. That's the white cement, the black cement or the bread colorway, the fire red colorway, and the military blue colorway. And of course, there are elements of all 4 of those sneakers on each part of this sneaker, but the upper, again, primarily a white upper. Now, I'm not mad at that, but it did make me feel like Jordan Brand kind of took the safe route. I would have liked to see a black upper. I had some different ideas in my head about what this concept might look like. I thought a black upper might have been really, really dope, but we got the white upper with this one. Now, first things first, the quality of the leather. How's the quality? Really good, but there's mixed leather in here. Jordan Brand didn't go with a full tumbled upper on here. They actually went with kind of this pebbled, more tumbled leather down at the bottom of the shoe and in the toe box, but then they also went with this full grain leather up here by the collar of the shoe on both the lateral and medial side. Now, to me, that was really interesting how they mixed those 2 different kinds of leather between the top and the bottom, between the back and the front of the shoe, but it's not bad. Overall, quality of the leather is really, really good though. Actually a little better than I expected. So thank you, Jordan Brand, for that, especially elevating the price of the shoe by $10. At least we got some decent quality leather. All right, we're gonna take this thing one shoe at a time because of course the elements are different on the left and right shoe. This is the lateral side of the white shoe. And if you notice on this side, the lateral side, is pretty much all elements from the military blue Jordan 4. You have the solid gray lace cages here. You have the blue eyelets on the top and the bottom of the sneaker where the laces go. And of course you have the military blue mesh netting in the quarter panels of the shoe. Now that military blue mesh netting is also on the toe box of the shoe and on the medial side of the shoe as well, all military blue. Now moving down from there, you have this black midsole, very reminiscent of course of the fire red Jordan 4, and molded into that of course you have this solid gray rubber that goes all around the toe box of the shoe, these mud guards here. Of course that with the red outsole is reminiscent of the black cement Jordan 4 or the bread Jordan 4 if you will. However, when you flip the right sneaker around to the medial side, little different story. You get black eyelets here on the laces here, reminiscent of the fire red 4s. You get the gray with black speckled lace cages here, of course looking like the white cement Jordan 4 as well. On the tongue of the shoe, you get the fire red Jordan 4 tongue here, that black Jordan 4 tag with the red Jumpman. And on the heel of the right shoe, you're gonna get the white cement version of the Nike Air on the back. Luckily, we did get Nike Air on the back of these, which I'm really thankful for. We did not get a Jumpman. I did not want a Jumpman on these. On the outsole of the right shoe, you're gonna get that black cement outsole, that bread Jordan 4 outsole here, that classic gray and red with that Nike emblem right there in the midfoot. Now you're also going to get an extra set of black laces with these as well. Now that's all that you get. No other colors, no blue laces, anything like that, just the black laces. But I think the black laces would actually hit pretty nicely with these shoes, so I may end up swapping that out. Now as far as the left shoe, let's start with the lateral side. Now the mesh netting on the left shoe all black. Really, really nice. Love that all black mesh netting on the left shoe. On top of that, you get the black lace cage with the red eyelets, very similar to the Fire Red 4. And you're going to get the cement colored midsoles here with the black speckles on them, just like the white cement 4. However, molded into the midsole on the left shoe, you're going to get the black rubber here going all around the mudguards of the shoe. Really, really nice, looking like the white cements. On the medial side of the left shoe, you're going to get gray eyelets here, really nice. Military blue Jordan 4 tongue on the left side, with the back side of the tongue also being blue as well. Of course, you're also going to get the trademark upside down Air Jordan tag. Speaking of tags here, really, really dope frosted transparent Nike Air OG looking hang tag here. Love this hang tag, really, really nice. And of course, on the back of the shoe, you're going to get the military blue version of the Nike Air OG branding on the heel. As far as the outsole on this one, you guys already know what that is right there, that classic black, gray, red outsole. Now, one really interesting Easter egg here, not a lot of people have talked about, are the lace tips on the shoe strings. On the left shoe, it says 4362 in gray, 4363 in black. And on the right shoe, it says 4364 in red and 4369 in military blue. What does that mean exactly? For those of you guys wondering what these little numbers mean that are on the lace tips in those different colors, the original style code for Jordans used to actually just be one solid set of numbers because there weren't enough models and there weren't enough colors that were being utilized yet for them to separate them with the hyphen like we see today. For instance, the style and color code on what the Jordan 4 itself is CI 1184-146. Style code plus the color code, which is 3 digits after it. However, back in 1989, when you only had a handful of Jordans that were being used at all, they only used those 4 digits to tell you which sneaker it was that they were talking about. Last but not least is the insole of the shoe. On the right insole here, you get this red background with the black OG Nike Air branding. And on the left insole, you get a black background with that red Nike Air OG branding. Now, as of right now on the sneakers app, I'm looking up the sneaker and I see it available in a size 9.5 all the way to a size 17. So the question of the day is, why are so many sizes of this sneaker sitting? How come these weren't an instant sellout? How come nobody really bought these shoes for real? And I really think that it comes down to 2 different answers about why this sneaker didn't sell as well as I know Jordan Brand thought that it would. The first reason, in my opinion, is availability. I think that they made too many pairs of this sneaker. Now, I get it. This was the Black Friday release. They wanted to kick off the holiday shopping season, and they wanted everybody to go buy their kids or to get their man or anybody this pair of sneakers here so that they can put them up under the tree. I get that. However, they already did a shock drop of the Bred 11s that a lot of people have already spent $220 for, and a lot of people just didn't have another $200 to buy these. And if you're gonna put these against a pair of Bred 11s, those Bred 11s are gonna win out every time. But let's keep it a buck here. If they made half the quantity of this shoe, made it extremely limited quantities, made them sell out very fast on sneakers, and made people raffle them in boutiques, and only had, like I said, probably about half or a third of the quantity of these, I have no doubt in my mind that this sneaker would have gone way up on StockX. Everybody would have wanted it, and the hype would have been so real on the sneaker. And that's the hard thing when it comes to selling sneakers. If you're Jordan Brand or Nike, if you sell too many of them, people don't want them because they're too widely available. They're too easy to get. If you make too few of them, then everybody goes on Twitter and rants and raves about how nothing is made available to the average consumer anymore, and all the bots are getting everything. So which one do you guys want? Do you want your shoes to be widely available, or do you want them to be limited and more exclusive? Now, the second reason why I don't think this sneaker sold very well is because it tried to blend OGs and the newer sneakerheads of today, and it just didn't happen that well. I think I mentioned this in a previous video that Nike and Jordan Brand have really been trying to figure out a way to capture both the OG sneakerheads that have been collecting and buying shoes for the last 20, 30 some odd years, and the newer sneakerheads that are really more so concerned on style, how things look, what's popping right now, what's hot in fashion, and of course, the resale value. Now, here's the thing about OG sneakerheads. OGs don't like new models of sneakers like this, and they certainly don't like a mix match of classic OG colorways like this. They're not hip like that. OGs want to wear a solid OG color of an OG model of a sneaker to look and feel just like Michael Jordan did when he stepped out on that court. OGs like those classic colorways. Now, again, that's why the Bred 11s are going to do so well, because in my opinion, that's one of the few colorways and silhouettes of a sneaker that really does effectively blend both of those demographics together. The young kids like it, and and the OGs love it. However, when it comes to something a little more stylish and a little more edgy like this, the OGs honestly were just frustrated they didn't get a fire red 4 or a military blue or a white cement. They were upset that they didn't just get a re-release or a retro version with the OG color and the OG symbology here with the Nike Air on the back. A lot of the OGs just want that same shoe. They just want to replace their pairs that may have gone bad in their collection. So I get Jordan Brand's attempt to try to merge those two classes of people together. Maybe they felt like, well, it's happening really well with the Bred 11s. It happened really well with the Concords last year. Maybe we can take a gamble and try to do something a little different with the 4s this year. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I love the What the Jordan 4, but it's because I'm one of those types of people that's really caught in the middle of those two demographics. I'm young enough to really appreciate the edgy style of the What the Jordan 4, similar to what Virgil does with the 10 collection, all the different collaborations that Nike and Jordan have been doing this year. But I'm also old enough to remember watching Michael Jordan play basketball on television back in the day, back in the 90s. And I really have an affinity and appreciation for the OG models and silhouettes and colorways. But in my opinion, there aren't enough people like myself that are really in that category to fill the gap between those two classes of people that aren't buying the sneaker. Again, that's just one man's market analysis. You can let me know what you think. All in all, the What the Jordan 4 was a really dope take and a really refreshing look at some OG colorways that really showed appreciation for where Jordan Brand has been and for where Jordan Brand is going. Now, I say all that to say that a lot of people, especially in the younger generation, are very price sensitive as well. A lot of their money is being tied up in sneakers that they can flip on StockX, and because these aren't going for that much money, they didn't bother buying them. That's not to say that people will not buy the remaining pairs of this sneaker when they go on sale. So when, not if, when these sneakers go on sale and they hit 150, 160, I think a lot more pairs of these are gonna fly off the shelves. But enough of me talking. Now it's time for you guys to sound off in the comments and let me know what you guys think about the What the Jordan 4. Is this one that you went ahead and added to your collection, or did you pass on it? Are you waiting for a lower price? Or are you just gonna skip these altogether? Let me know. Of course, while you're down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you, if y'all knew what was down here, I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Air Jordan 4 What the, and until next time, I'm out.